Good evening, everyone. My name is Wendy. I'm a business school student from China, and the genesis of my idea is China. So what's your impression of China? Its uniqueness, amazing culture, or the faster growth? I would like to say, of a country with over 1.3 billion people, it also means huge market opportunities, especially for those mid to high-end products. By 2020, there will be over 180 million people in China as luxury consumers. So imagine the growing mainstream urban people searching out brands from the West. So take me to China. Yeah, that's what we'll do for our clients. By our consulting services, China Market Entry Consulting Services, utilizing our professional links and trading networks. The model will evolve in 3 stages. In phase 1, market consulting, we're going to help the client who still hesitate a bit to understand the regulatory and business environment of China. We work out a high-level agenda. At phase 2, we serve as trading agent, and at this stage, we'll take a portion of the trading licensing income and the wholesale profits. And as the trust building and the client relationship gets stronger, let's say in 2 to 3 years, if the product's performing well in China and the client decides to expand their Chinese business, here comes the phase 1, Operation JV opportunities. Here is how we scale our business. The client's ending story will be our destination. For example, in cosmetics business, some smaller companies, they get skilled by selling to leading companies. Like Sebastian, they sold to P&G and become one of the leading hairstyling brand. And Shu Uemura, they sold their operation out of Japan to L'Oreal, and it's quite successful. So it's a journey, and now we already have our first client on the journey. We already finished the phase 1, and now we're working on phase 2. So how we start this model is how we approach our clients. Currently, 3 ways. And the client segmentation is an ongoing process based on market situation. So actually, we meet our first client from a trading fair in Germany. And here, I'd like to justify the model from the value chain. We are not taking anything from the existing trading value chain. What we do is we add value to it by lower the entry cost, both actual cost and opportunity cost. So we take a portion of the added value as our premium. So we provide a full capacity of consulting and agency services to clients. Consulting includes market analysis at the beginning and the China professional services at a later stage. An agency comprised of trading permit systems and infrastructure production. Our model will be competitive because we overcome the weaknesses of traditional models. And we connect the scattered dots together as our opportunities. So compared to traditional trading agent and online platform, we provide the specific client a vision into the future. And compared with traditional consulting service, we are more hands-on. And compared to greenfield investment, we are ready to go. So what we sell is our consulting services. We promote the service by giving the client a chance to test their products before any entry cost. And they save time, which is quite essential for those brand selling companies. Now we already have a 5-year business plan. All the assumptions are based on real market data and the research. The salaries, China tax, those big expenses are already considered. Everybody has a plan until they got punched in the face. Well, I put it here because I'm quite aware of the importance of learning from the first client experience. And apart from the key focus, we're also working on terms of business in contract to minimize legal risk, And we are doing business development in adjacent industries like beauty products, nutritional products to shape our learning curve. So this is our team. Wendy, myself, I work in M&A, cross-border tax advisory for 5 years. And Thomas, he's a German engineer who's now based in Beijing, so he sends regards from China. And Paul is our mentor. So Steve Jobs said, creativity is connecting things. Talking about innovation, our business may not change the world, but we aim to bring China closer to other parts of the world. And we add value to traditional sectors by connecting the unconnected dots. So this is my presentation, and thank you for listening.
Great presentation. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think there's definitely some people I want to connect you up with who are doing stuff in this space, so come see me afterwards. But my question is you're essentially starting a consulting service, as you pitched to us today. Why you? And consulting services are usually based on networks and understanding local markets. Can you tell us what inspired you to do this and why you have this knowledge of the local markets that you're trying to get these businesses to go into in China?
Yeah, I think that's why me and my partner work together makes this business. Because for myself, I have this professional links and in many years in this field, so I can provide technical support on this service and also my background with the consulting services.
So you've been doing consulting for 5 years,
Yes.
M&A, you're saying?
Yes, I'm doing cross-border, like market entry, outbound business, M&A.
Oh, okay,
with
so it's
one of the
cross-border
leading,
consulting with,
Yes.
with what company?
PwC.
Oh, right, okay. So it's from your PwC, okay. Probably shouldn't.
Yes, and
From your
many
PwC
colleagues.
experience?
Yeah, and
Okay.
my partner, he leads the engineer team in BMW headquarters China.
Okay, that's fine. I
That's
just
why
wanted to
we
check your
have this,
experiences.
yes.
That's fine. I guess my next question then is, why would I go to you and not PwC?
Because PwC will not be hands-on.
What do you mean by that exactly?
Because normally consulting service give you a report, and that's it. But we work side by side with the client. We provide implementation, and also the trading. We sell the service, but we promote it by the trading. So the clients may be still hesitating about if I'm good enough, or is it worth it to invest in China? Now you can test your products, like 1 year, doesn't matter, test
You
your
include that in your
product.
pitch next time.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
It's great to hear you got experience in several companies, 2 very large companies. But how does the experience from basically a car manufacturer translate into doing hair products, doing other products that may be around as well? How do you manage all those different things, all the different things that people need when you're selling into China?
I think that's why currently we base on this cosmetics or related adjacent, I call it adjacent industries. First, based on our market research, we think the mid to high end with a high margin, especially the value chain can be further extended to some service models. We think these products has very big market potential in China. And from my perspective, I mainly doing the professional part, and I think this like investment structure, risk management, compliance services, and this can be extracted from my experience with China. Actually, I worked on clients with such background before.
Okay, so would it be fair to say you're looking for the high-brand cosmetic companies that still don't yet have a foothold in China, presenting them with the opportunity to work with you to get into China?
Would you please repeat your question?
Are you specifically targeting brand names in the cosmetics industry in the rest of the world that aren't yet in China and saying we can help you get into China? Is that how you actually approach the market in the first instance?
I think so. We approached the first clients from the trading fair. We did research before, and we identified some targets. So we approached to them at the trading fair. And maybe we talk to 5 and 1 works. So the whole year will be work with this 1 client. Yeah, and we basically, at least now, we approach these clients with these industries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Quick question.
Oh, sorry.
No, but it's following on Brian's question. We've got to move on. But I guess my concern when I heard this presentation was government organisations such as Austrade, for example, that provide these services, in particular at the beginning, market research free, completely free of charge. So I guess my question was, how do you differentiate yourself and how do you become an industry expert? Because if you're just all over the place, then I don't know why I would go to you when I can get it for free, if you get my drift.
I think that's why we need this trading agency, because the client, even if they get market analysis for free, but still, that's still a plan. They don't really practice it. But working with us, like the first client, we already discussed the minimum amount we import to China. So like within half a year's time, they already have their products on the supermarket or some hair salons in China. So for them, they will turn to us because we may not be the ultimate best solution for the client, but we are the faster, practical, and reliable approach. So they would like to, yeah, let's take a look and see what's happening in the future. And when they want a bigger future, we're there to help them again. Yeah, there's JD opportunities.
Thank you.